we go. Welcome, WhymsicalWyvern here. I stream weeknights on Twitch. And I moved my VODs to YouTube. I just moved 3 months of VODs in the last hour and a half to YouTube. So sorry, YouTube viewers. Please do not kill me. Anyway. But that's finally caught up. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my gosh. Thus, I have not eaten. I was cooking. I am very happy with what I cooked. Sorry is here. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between us, something smells. It's an oldie. I don't know. It kind of was a goodie the first time, but this one's been around a long time, Sarybot. All right. Let us move forward. Stream's not crashing. Off to the races. Wonder if I should be silly with this one. Whoa, that really ticks me off that did that. It must have picked a color for me. Oh, I forgot the fan. No, the fan is running. Somebody else ran the fan. We good. Okay, let's see. No, go back up. We've got some clear patterning here. Okay. 1. Sounds like kitties have gone all zoomy out there. That's something. All right, commercial break should be over for my lovely viewers on Twitch. Don't think anybody's actually here yet. All right, 13. And then 24. $27. 28. 40. No, 35. Let's do 35. Oh, now it says the ad break is in progress. Boy, can't win for losing. Come back for that. My computer was arguing with me about what was the right button to push. All right, let's go back for that 14. Mm-hmm. I guess this time I'll just start here. Here we go. Hello, hello. Gear, in case I don't catch you all before the year end, have a happy and prosperous new year. Oh, thank you, Gear. Nameless, hello, ma'am. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I got distracted. I tried a new recipe tonight. It turned out very nice. Mm. Could see that well. Mm. Well, it's kind of embarrassing, really. I like to have something around that I can just quickly cook if things go wrong. And I was at the butcher's and I saw this lovely, lovely English roast that was way cheaper than even like ground meat or anything. And so I thought, well, understandable, always have a backup plan. Exactly. So what I decided to do was look up the ways people cook it, and honestly, we're just not big on roasting meat like that. So I was like, we used to make this root beer pulled pork. I bet that would work really nice with this piece of meat with a little bit of fat and all that other. So I looked it up and people do it, and they do it in the slow cooker, but I wanted a things have gone wrong day recipe. I've been wanting a new one lately, so I decided to try doing it super cheap. I took the Instapot, I put a bunch of maybe 2 tablespoons of butter at the bottom, root beer, cola or something would work too, salt and pepper the roast, make sure it was cleaned off really nice first, pop that in, threw in a bag of frozen. Mind you, I usually cook very fresh, but this was to test if this would work this way on a bad day, right? So I had a bag of frozen onions and a bag of frozen carrots, popped them on top. Then I put in the root beer to cover it, set that Instapot to pressure cook it for an hour, approximately. Really 45 minutes, but it comes out over an hour. And it turned out so tender and so lovely. It's just like, oh my gosh. I might not just want to do it for backup, It's ridiculously good. But it's so simple. And I just like having something where I could have the meat in the freezer, I could have the veg in the freezer, and I could just stick it out there, cook it, have a meal out on the table in less than an hour and a half, and it's a good, healthy meal. And that just seemed like a nice thing. But I don't often, I would rather do it the right way, but I will say, dang, this tastes like I did it the right way. It even caramelized the whole outside of the meat. I've never seen anything like it. It candied the carrots. And the smell is divine. Ooh, sounds yummy. I don't think I'd like it, but if you liked it and the family liked it too, then the most important thing. Well, we actually think it would be really lovely because we don't like sweetness to our, meat necessarily. We're thinking next time maybe ginger ale. So you get that lovely gingery flavor. Or maybe ginger ale with lemon lime. The whole idea is just the soda does the breaking down of the meat and caramelizes it. So it's just you pour it all in, you hit the pressure cooker, and bam. But it made it so tender, it's just like almost shredding as you touch it. Mm. And it's not traditional or proper, but it sure worked. Yeah, get it. My mom already made something similar, and dang, it tender. That's just it. It's just so tender. I mean, and it's flavorful. And that right there, it tastes like the meat. So it doesn't taste like super sweet because it's not like I'm drinking the juice that was around it. Although 2 of my kids went heavily for the au jus, and it made a really beautiful au jus. I mean, it just was texturally everything you're looking for with that viscosity. It's beautiful. Nobody wanted it to turn into a gravy, but they thought it was a really beautiful au jus. Mm. But I just figured whatever cut of meat is cheap, I could just have in the fridge or freezer. And then all I have to have is 1 bag of onions, 1 bag of carrots, some salt and pepper. Well, and some soda, which I don't normally keep on the farm, but that's easy to do. And it just works so nicely. I'll probably experiment with it and see if there's like something even better, but I was very happy with the results. I mean, normally with a cut like this, I'd probably be cutting it up and turning it into a really lovely like stew or soup. But that takes a lot more time, and this is just for one of those days when you get home 3 hours after you expected to. You're on a farm. You don't have a restaurant you can just go to, and nobody eats till you're done. Anybody in the house, whoever's here, could make this super quick and easy, and I love having something like that. Hey, if it works, lol. Yes. So, the French, they like their sauces. Are you more of an au jus person, more of a sauce person, or more of a gravy person? I wonder. I know you like your cheeses. Sauce every day of the week. Fair enough. I go back and forth on that. Like sometimes I turn the stuff we're doing into sauce and sometimes I don't. What's the pixel art today, by the way? Oh. This one is a window one. I was just getting it started, and then I'm also still working on the bumblebee, which is coming out really pretty. I like the texture of the honeycomb. It is pretty. I mean, this almost looks like it's going to be a little stained glass thing of it. And it's called stained glass, but some of them were not stained glassy, so. So do you have any plans for the new year, Nameless? I technically have, but not what you'd expect, lol. Our plans are usually maybe have some crudités. If we can find some nice cheeses especially. And avoid the public at all costs. That's usually our plan. We don't drink, so. Maybe do puzzly things. We're really intense here, I tell you. I'll spend the New Year Eve with my family, but I'll spend the night playing with some friends only, so for dinner it'll surely be something quick that I can eat on the go. Well, public, ew. Yeah, public, ew. Exactly. Exactly. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised the fireworks haven't started. My neighbors must be ill. Although I threatened one of my neighbors one year because he started setting off fireworks drunk, and he almost set my house on fire. He did this like floaty one that was supposed to go up into the air and just float away and dissipate, but he was too drunk to do it right. So it floated up in the air, went close to a mile, and started to land on my roof. Thank goodness I saw it. So I got out there with the hose and I blew it the other way. I was not happy. And while he called me a spoil sport, after he sobered up, he never did that particular kind of firework again. Apparently I wasn't the only neighbor he endangered, and there were quite a few complaints. Burn him alive then. Spending Christmas with my relatives was already draining, so let me have my New Year Eve with my friends. That's kind of how we feel, to be honest. We gave Christmas and all of that to our extended family, and they can't have us now. We're done with them. That is not happening further from this point. Hey, I was joking about burning him alive, but in the end, just do it. He deserves it. I mean, it's not worth it. You know, if you burn him alive, there's jail time. He was definitely not worth that. He had too much drinking and fireworking. And I was not the only neighbor who was like, you can drink or you can firework. Let's agree not to mix those. That's how you end up on one of those shows. Oh gosh, it went out of my brain. Darwin's List shows. I was always told to just endure it, but no, I'm done with them too. My close family is already good enough for me, lol. Jail time is a small detail, no need to worry. Yeah, no, I would not do that. I've heard jail in some places is made downright cushy, but Florida is just not one of those places. Just escape to France. I'll hide you and your family. Well, you got good cheese and butter there. I'll give you that. Honestly, some people think, ooh, I'd love to go to France and go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower and blah, blah, blah. If I went, man, I'd be in the back lanes going to the little farm towns and stuff going, I want the good stuff. Hook me up with the good stuff. The fresh cheese and milk and nummy. I'm not big on the pâtissiers and stuff, I'm going to be honest. But I don't like sweets particularly either, so that could be why. They always look so pretty, I think I'll like them. If you go to France, to the freaking lost place where there is more cows than people, that's the best part. That's what I'm thinking, man. Goats are good too, you know. I'm fond of goats. But see, I don't tourist because I'm in a touristy area. I never like go to the expected places. I'm always going to the weird places. So when I did get to take the kids to the UK when they were really, really little, because we had some family that we were visiting. Um, well, the family was living there at the time. Like they weren't from there, but they wanted everybody to come see where they were. So, context. But so they're not there now. But the I was like, "Oh, I want to go to this manor or that place or that." And they're like, "Where did you even find these things?" This was basically pre-internet. There was some internet, but it wasn't like it is now. I was like, "I just looked for the good stuff. I'm not going to the regular places where everybody goes." I know what those are. They're a dime a dozen. Like if you want, you can visit parts for like a day, but spend the rest of your trip getting lost in the deepest part of France. Yeah, I mean, the truth is, I hate cities. I I get really claustrophobic feeling, especially in those old cities in Europe. I'm going to be honest. I mean, they're beautiful. They are so beautiful, but it's just like I can feel it bearing down on me. It's just I'm used to having open space everywhere and to have everything built up and just full. Just I don't even know how to explain. And the number of people, it just it makes my mind want to explode. I don't know how you cram so many people together. So yeah, I would definitely not be going into the cityfied areas other than to go in and out like airport or whatever. Or many other countries for that matter. I think it's almost always better to visit the nature of a country instead of cities. All look the same. Yeah, I mean, I don't regret going through the cities, but to me, I know this is probably sacrilege, but I'm content to drive through from the airport to get to where I really want to go. I don't need. I love things like, okay, when I was in the UK, I ended up going off to make sure we got to see like authentic out in the woods. Not woods, it's not woods there, but like the Scottish cows. Oh my gosh, they were even cuter than I thought they'd be. They weren't a thing yet, but I was like, I've always wanted to see some. If I came all the way over here, by golly, I'm not leaving without seeing some. In fields where they belong, not in some zoo. Understandable. Mm. There we go. This is by no means really done, but no, I wouldn't mind going to France one day, but that that is my definite thing. I don't see myself visiting like the big cities at all. It's like snow to me. I'm sure it's very beautiful, but I'm okay with the picture. It must have been nice to have a white Christmas, though. I mean, people talk about it, so it must be a good thing. Sadly, I must now leave you. I'm really tired for some reason. I literally don't do anything of my days. It's awful. So I wish you a wonderful evening. Take care of yourself, Whimsy. Oh no, no, you're fine. Bonne nuit, bonne nuit. It's the weather. I tell you what, I fell asleep last night before 7 o'clock at night, which I never do, and then I actually slept through the night. So nah, go get some rest. If you're tired, you need it. Happy New Year if you don't pop in again before then. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't do this, and then I just upped and did it. I might need to clean the mouse again, too. Ay, ay, ay. Actually, the seafood in the one bit is supposed to be quite lovely as well. What do I know? Ah! Nope, that was legit. Oh, there's a spot. Ugh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I'll come back and pick up those greens because I do definitely want to do that. Oh wow, it's coming out so nice and elegant. Something weird is going on in that corner. This was not my plan to finish off the black frame, but whatever. Gosh, it's so good I didn't even add hot sauce, but let's try it with hot sauce. That wine would work really nicely too, but it'd have to be watered down. Because I'll have to play with that. Ah, Whimsy, hast thou found enjoyment in the filling of the square with colors? What dost thou think? Here I am again. How are you doing, Chris? Of the imposing ways. Mm. I think not. I'm amazing. What are you eating today? An experiment. A scandalous, scandalous experiment. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to be really honest. So I've been wanting a new recipe for those crazy days where I want a nice cooked meal, but you know, I'm lacking in this thing like getting home in time to do it. And while the kiddos kick in, it's just nice to have something in the freezer. Apparently I don't know English anymore. So like cereal? What? At the butcher there was this lovely English roast, which normally takes quite a bit to prepare and do and blah 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 blah. I got the idea to look up, like I used to make this root beer pulled pork when the kids were littler sometimes. I was like, is there any way to do the meat like that? What constitutes a crazy day? I kind of have to be a little bit doxy to share, but let's just say a day where I'm planning to be home with 3 or 4 hours to cook and prep and do stuff and chill, and I come home with an hour. That's a crazy day. Anyway, so I found a crock pot recipe that was a way to cook it, and it did indeed use root beer. It's supposed to be quite good. I'm gonna try with ginger ale maybe next, but and I was like, yeah, but a crock pot, that's like 6 to 8 hours. That's hardly emergency fare, right? So then I looked up if you want to convert a crock pot recipe for a roast type meat to an Instapot recipe, it's 1/8 the time. I'm like, 6 to 8 hours turns into an hour, which is really 45 minutes on the pressure. So I literally took butter, stuck that at the bottom, put the root beer, a little root beer over it, put the freshly washed roast over that, poured 1 bag of frozen carrots and 1 bag of frozen onions because I wanted to see the really authentically, you know, everything's gone wrong way to do it. Finished pouring. Oh, I salted and peppered the meat first. I'm not so crazy. And then I poured the root beer up over the top of the meat, which took it to just under the full line for the pressure cooker, the Instapot, and blasted that baby for 45 minutes. Let it do a natural go down on the pressure for the first 15. So I hit that hour and then I did a fast release. And this meat is so tender, like it's falling apart as you touch it with a fork. It's just so tender and so nice. It's a lovely texture. It's nice and moist. It's very flavorful. And it put a really nice brown on the roast, which I didn't expect. And it candied the carrots. You said it was red meat? Yes, an English roast. It's beef, man. Beef. I love a moist meat. There you go. And it was so easy. Like, I wouldn't do that every day. But to just have that, like, you could have shredded. It could be shredded beef, so easy, but it also still was firm enough to cut and actually have slices, which, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited about it. I thought one child did not like red meat. All children like red meat in this house. Pork is the problem in this house because it makes some of the children sick. It also makes me sick, so they probably got it from me. You can like it, but it doesn't like you. it can be a problem. Well, so do my kids, but only one can eat a bunch of it. Don't worry, it's the one you prefer. That one could live on it. But it upsets the reflux of the younger two. And when their food keeps coming back out, they don't enjoy that. Have you dined on deer? We love deer. In fact, I don't know what to think because I've never had it unless it was hunted, but I actually found for a reasonable price venison at the store, ground venison. So I got 2 pounds of that. It's venison liver, and 3% is beef. So that is a treat we are looking forward to doing sometime this week. I don't know how it's going to work, but so help me, we love venison. I don't know. I'm trying to decide, do I turn it into a chili? We do love venison chili. I make a really nice venison chili. We all love deer. That's the short answer. Sorry, I went on too much. It's weird to me, this spot over here, like this spot. And for me, so that when you make this venison chili, I can partake and visit. You'd have to be in Florida for that. But I'll tell you, I don't know if I'll do it this way, but apple venison chili is really nice. And at one point, we lived on a property with an orchard, so we could get fresh apples that were really nice and lovely. And so I got this idea that what if I started as the base, I made homemade applesauce at the bottom, and then I built the chili up from that. And I've actually lost the recipe, but I have the recipe that I built it from. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do that with this special meat or do something a little more safe. Because part of it is seeing if we like it from the store. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be good, but I don't know. I don't know if I trust it, man. It's too controversial. Deer's supposed to come from the woods after some work. I say go for it. I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided for sure. We'll probably vote. Because it's a treat. We'll see how everybody wants to eat it. And it was a little bit spendy, but considering how expensive even ground beef has been in a while, honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was in the same range. And I encourage you to take the leap swiftly into the abyss of the unknown for the great results. Usually it turns out really great. I'll be honest, most of my experiments turn out so good. Now I say that, but there was this one time I made garbage soup. And usually everybody loved it. They'd be so excited when I was making garbage soup. But this one time I made it, and it went so bad, even the dog wouldn't eat it. And we ended up after I worked on this thing all day. Like late at night, it felt like, but it was probably only like 6 o'clock at night or something. Going to Papa John's and getting a pizza because that was the only thing that was open that day. So it was probably a Sunday. A lot of stores tend to be closed on, restaurants tend to be closed on Sundays. So that's the thing about experimenting. When it goes right, it goes so right. And when it goes wrong, it can potentially be inedible. I like pizza. I found out the hard way that fresh cilantro with Cuban oregano, with fresh chives, and the combination of food that I put in that was left over from other meals, just that little bits of things left over from all the other recipes I'd made that week. Man, that was the nastiest combination I've ever made. It tasted like there was mint. There was no mint in it, but it tasted strongly of mint, but not in a nice way. I love mint. I don't even know how to explain it to this day, but oh my gosh. Other than that, though, we're generally pleased. When I feel experimenty, I don't see people running away around here. Although they hate when I start playing with anise. I love anise, so I'll start putting that in stuff. Now if they see me get out the anise, they just bring me migraine medication and they go, "Mom, don't feed us that. Just take some medication. It'll fix you." I thought that was common knowledge to not combine such things. The way I would do garbage soup is I would take what was left over from the week of cooking at the end of the week and whatever herbs and veg looked really nice from the garden I had at the time. I had a really nice garden. And I'll put it in the crock pot, cook it all day, and turn it into something nice. And it normally turned out really, really nice. But yes, that with the feeling that, what's fresh and naturally growing tends to taste good together. The answer is not always. Sometimes it tastes really bad together. I was banned from making garbage soup for a couple months after that. Everybody rebelled. I got here only to hear about anise. That's what 80-year-old ladies use. 80? Anise is delicious. What are you talking about? I would have rebelled also. Yep. To be fair, I rebelled too. I didn't eat it. It's the only time I ever broke my rule about that. Dragon, usually I use anise in my coffee if I'm going to. I love it in my coffee especially. But I love licorice. And anise tastes very different from licorice to me, but to a lot of people it tastes the same. But I love both flavors. I like that whole flavor family. We even have anise candies in this country. No one under 80 would buy them. Everyone hates them. What do you mean? Are you talking about those lovely, there's those lovely oikos or something? They're Greek candies. I used to have a friend who would give them to me from Greece. It was so lovely. She said they were made from some kind of liqueur. Sambuca. I've never had that, actually. I just remembered what it was called. I'm not 80, thank you very much. I'm either 1,000 or 29 again. 80-year-old lady's my foot. Especially because I loved Denise even when I was little bitty. Like, as long as I can remember. And nobody else in my family likes it either. Maybe I'm broken. Now that I think about it. Maybe I am the problem. I don't know. If you are 29, then surely you won't consume anise anymore. I was actually thinking of going to the liquor store and picking myself up some anise liqueur to stick in my coffee. You're pretty much cementing that idea in my head. I've also been in the mood to make homemade vanilla extract. I was thinking of using the gold rum. Because when we bake, we like to use a combination of rum and vanilla extract anyway. So I feel like if they're mixed together in the same extract, that would be so nice. Adding bourbon to coffee is better. I like adding Jameson to coffee. But I don't know if I've tried bourbon. And it's a kind of a whiskey, right? Also, hello, Dragon, and hello, Chris. Oy, anyway, most fast ways to cook meat just aren't leaving the meat nice and moist and lovely. So that's why I thought that was a nice option. Because I could put a roast or something, a cut that I get a good price on in the freezer. And then boom, have some frozen veg. Knock on wood. Actually, I'm almost out, but I do have a bite of food left. Yum. So, Chris, you said you like Red Bull. I thought, well, maybe it's gotten better in the last 30 years or so since I tried it. So I went and I was looking at the Red Bulls and I'm like, I don't even know what flavor I would try. So I didn't. But if you have a recommendation, I'll try it. I did? I mean, yeah. You did. You were telling me you didn't like Monsters as much. You liked Red Bulls better. And I was saying I like the juice monsters. I don't like the regular monsters. I like the ones that have real juice in them. I'm sure you remember the conversation clearly. Pretty sure you were on some kind of medication and you were sick, but you know. No excuses. Get the blueberry. Okay, I'll look for the blueberry next time. It didn't click. There we go. I think part of the reason too is I don't get it for like caffeine. I know a lot of people do that. But I'm always looking at like the potassium levels and stuff for electrolytes because I use it for electrolyte replacement when I can't get to what I need. Like at home I have everything, but if you just have to walk into a store because you need some. And I don't think Red Bull has much of electrolytes, but I mean I would still try it to see the flavor. Just electrify yourself. Oh, I'm sure that'll be a good idea. Well, you said sometimes you hunt. If you get yourself a nice deer this year, I hope you enjoy it. Lots of nice, lovely points. Swag. You could electrify me too? Oh my goodness. Honestly, I'm not sure I want to be electrified, but I'll bear that in mind that you guys are more than willing to electricity me if required. I'm sure that's not at all concerning. Ah. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Mm. Gonna be honest, I expected this to be way yuckier. I got an ad. I'm sorry. Commands bot? I'm getting ads about Twitch. Like, bruh, I'm already watching Twitch. I got ads about Trivago. Are you guys trying to control my Siri bot? Like, I'm not sure that's a bad thing, but I don't know how I feel about you guys knowing how to use my fake robot mod better than me. Capybara pic. Oh, we're going for the capybara picture again, huh? Oh my gosh. Very fun. Very fun. What? I'm not in your channel yet. You can add me with I join. Oh, Sari bot busted you. Whoa there. Oh. I flip. Ah, I see you having lots of fun. Ooh. Unflip. Why are we making ASCII art? Saribot? Saribot do ASCII art? Be nice to my Saribot. She bans people for me. She tells horrible dad jokes. What more could you want in a bot? No, I must temporarily vanish, but I might return. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good dinner if that's what's going on. The bot could die. Don't ban Saribot. Most deer species. Crepuscular, meaning deer are most active during dawn and dusk. During the day, deer often rest in shaded areas or thick vegetation. Fun fact, there's a tree outside Robot's window where, for whatever reason I will never understand, the deer love to drop their babies. So they'll go outside his window and drop the little babies right outside his window in the middle of the night. He has seen more deer born than most people. I mean, he has to be looking out when it happens, granted. So I don't know how often he's seen the full process, but it's a thing. Tasty deer. Deer are tasty, and I'm not even against them being hunted off the property. But since I don't like shooting towards the house is a safe zone for them, and they know it. Why is she doxing Astral's room? What, is there like a special place on the internet that shows where deer are born? I feel pretty safe. I'm not in your channel yet. You can add me when I join. Wait, add timering. Twitch is going to run ads for the next duration in seconds. Sorry for the interruption. Dang you, Sarybot. Let me change the rules of the channel. Well, you haven't wanted to be a mod, so why you want to take over the only mod I got? You're not a bad bot. Sarybot's a good bot. I can't be mod. I'm not asking you to be mod. I'm trying to figure out why you're trying to be mod. Oy. Good bot, thank you. Kitty, why? Because Kitty recognizes the good work and realizes I'm really horrible at banning people when I need to quickly. And Sarybot takes care of the problem. Otherwise, we get harassed by people trying to buy stuff because I'm bad at... It takes me like 10 minutes to ban them. I'm really bad at it. I'm just disruptive. That's fine. You can be disruptive. We welcome disruptions here. It keeps things interesting. We'll say that. Welcome, Kenny. Thank you for popping in. Hope you've had a decent period of time preceding this. Whether it be day, night, or whatever, I never know with you guys. Unless you tell me. Sarybot doing bad work. I'm still not banned. Timer 5 minute. Enable timer. Enable timers. I'm not in your channel yet. You can add me when I join Bad Boy Bad Bot. Oh, please don't abuse my bot. Please, 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 please. But I did have one last family thing I was supposed to go to yesterday for the holidays. And I got out of it. It was awesome. I mean, not for good reasons, but everybody else got sick. I was like, well, I don't want to get sick. We'll see you later. Don't want to associate with you right now, thank you. When machine judgment by Kumos, I know Chrissy gonna be first to be punished. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycombs. Yes. How much family? How much family? This was a smaller get together, so only like maybe 20 people. They weren't all sick, but there were people in each other household that was sick, so we didn't get together. We all agree not to share, diseases. Machines can't beat me. I can change their coding. Yeah, but I don't want Seribot's coding changed. Just because you can doesn't mean you should do it to mine. Do it to yours. Seribot told on you. You don't have your own Seribot. Really? Where are you at, Seribot? Why did you ban me? Besides, Seribot won't ban me. They're a coward. Why are you... you have viewers at streamboo.com. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you get yourself banned, you're on your own. I don't know how to unban you, so you'll really be banned. I stand above the bot and look down on it. Oh. I see. Disable comments? Wish Seribot could deal with spam on my phone. That'd be awesome. Ugh. I humble Cress. Jumble Cress. It did. Jumble Kinney Lee. Oh, wow. Well, you found something you can do. And you've jumbled Whimsical Wyvern. Wow, that's clever. Just out of curiosity, you were talking about bourbon in your coffee. I'm wondering if you're indulging in any right now. Or are you just naturally hyper at the moment? grown annoying? No. No, I don't think you've grown annoying. Kitty, he was talking about like, I'm sorry, do you like bourbon in your coffee too? I guess it's a thing. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet now. I can't be quiet. I'm streaming. I don't know what to say. Ah, okay. Awesome. I'll restrain myself. You're fine. I have a pretty high tolerance, I'm gonna be honest. Let's put it this way. My kids grew up. And I'm not autistic, so when they started repeating a phrase over and over again while banging their heads into walls and stuff like that, and it was all three of them at once, and I had to keep them from killing themselves. I didn't let any of them just do themselves in, nor did I help them out. So I think I have a pretty high tolerance. And they all turned out good, I think. Pretty happy with that. No! Drops a knife. Do it. Oh, gosh. So, I hope everybody is ending their year off nicely. Goodness, something's making me very burpy. I'm sorry. I'm eating. Are you eating anything good? That's all right. I don't mind the sound. You don't mind the sound of Kenny eating? Wow. I don't even know how to respond to that one. You must have amazing ears. That's all right. Of you burping. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you. Surprisingly, Lost Chan is more annoying than you. Oh gosh. You like Lost Chan. What are you talking about? I think you've single-handedly spent more time in his streams than anybody else on the planet. Ooh, Kenny. Kenny spends time in Lost Chance stuff. At least it seems like it. Every time I pop, I don't know, but every time I pop into his stream, it seems like Kenny's there. So maybe Kenny just, maybe he's stalking me and I'm finding him in Lost Chance chat and he's otherwise never there. Maybe it's that. But I think it's more likely that he actually spends time there. But I am open to correction. No, I don't think so. That Kenny spends time in Lost Chance. Okay. That was so satisfying. Like, I'm perfectly full. Not a little bit over full, not a little bit under. That was nice. I'm going to do that again for sure. But I do think we'll try it. Actually, I think I'd rather have it with ginger beer. I'm not a big ginger ale fan, but I sure do love ginger beer. I bet that'd be lovely. Keep eating. You want me to be stuffed and uncomfortable? I just had another crumb from my bowl. It was so nice. Num 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 num. Melt in your mouth. Besides, you won't share what you're eating, so we don't know. I don't like gingers. Actually, I'd say ginger beer has quite a bit more ginger than ginger ale, so I hardly think I'm discriminating against gingers. If anything, I like ginger on steroids, apparently. Have you ever had ginger beer? Cancel streamer. Cancel Whimsy. Why? Whatever. Maybe I'd get more viewers if I got canceled. That seems to work for a lot of people, but I'm not going for that, to be honest. I'd rather not have any controversy or drama. That would be awesome. This is my chill time. She likes ginger, drugged up, call the cops. I seriously, have neither of you ever had ginger beer? Come on, tell me the truth. Maybe imposing Chris hasn't. I don't believe for a minute that Kenny hasn't had ginger beer. I can't believe it. That's sacrilege. I don't like beer. It's not beer. It's like root beer being beer. It's not beer. It is fermented, but it's not fermented to alcohol. And I don't like beer either. So there. I know. Hot take. I think it's kind of disgusting. Right. It could be nice to cook with, though. I just would never like open one up and chug it. I don't like beer. I was talking about ginger people. You want to eat ginger people? That's kind of gross, Kenny. I don't know if they want you to eat them. Last time I heard cannibalism is frowned upon. But maybe I've missed a news update or something. Never had it. Probably in the US, as most of the places you claim to be are in the US, even though you don't claim to be in the US. And you have claimed Antarctica and South America and Canada. But just in case you're in the US, Reed's is an easy one to go get at most grocery stores, and it's nice. They also have levels of the spiciness. So there's that. Tastes better than blondes. Chris is not American. I don't care if Chris is American or not. You can get Reeds in other places too. I've seen it. I'm from Laos. You said you're from Laos last time, so that's the first time you said you're from somewhere twice. Who knows? Okay, if she doesn't care. Y'all make up different places where you're from, literally stream to stream. And then you want, like, my kids and stuff to come in so we can witness you doing this, and then you say you don't want us telling each other. If I cared, I'd go insane, which might be your intent, but, yeah. I protect myself from that level of caring. Okay, so if you're from Laos, have you ever seen the Uncle Roger? I asked you this before. I told you then you have homework. Did you ever see the Uncle Roger with the girl from Laos, where she talked about the food from Laos? And it looked really yummy. She was spicy and fun too. She's not insane. I'm not clinically insane at this time, thank you. Pretty sure. Haven't gotten tested, but I'd like to claim that. Unsubscribes. I don't remember this conversation. Well, considering I think you text to speech when you're driving sometimes, but I don't know. You'll say like driving, not driving, and you'll have like stuff in the middle. But then when I'm at a red light, I'll text. So, like, add something in chat. So, or I'll pull over. I remember this conversation. I'll have to pop it in the recommendeds. I'll go find it. The food looked really yummy. I actually think I'd like the Laos food better than, what was it that she was comparing it to? That she was saying that they always say it's Cambodian, maybe? I don't know. It looked a little bit more my style, so I was interested. But I'll be honest, I cook more Korean than anything. Their spice level is my friend. Pull over right now. That's going to be hard to do since I'm on a laptop. Not a laptop, sorry, a desktop. Would be nice to have a laptop. That'd be awesome. But I don't think it could stream with a VTube rig, so there's that. Oh, I'm Korean. Laptop doxed. Ah. Well, do you always have gochugaru in your house? Like a proper Korean boy? Do you have a nice elephant Rice cooker. Zoji Rushi. Does it sing to you? Laptop docs. No, I'm from Laos, but Korean. You're hurting my head. Anyway, if I'm not putting crystal sauce on something, I'm putting gochujang on something, I have a problem. But the peppers in both taste so good. Like, I don't like jalapenos, really. I don't like things to be spicy just to be spicy, but I just really like those flavors. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It was so sad. I actually ran out of crystal sauce recently. I misjudged how many bottles I had in the pantry and I ran out. It was very sad. So I had to hit the gochujang harder. But it filled the void until I could get back more crystal sauce. And I always use toasted sesame seed with the toasted sesame oil with the gochujang. I don't know. Green onions too, if you could throw it in. Oof, combo that just can't be beat. I don't hate them, but to me they're just a little bit bitter. I like them better when they've grown full into chilies. I do like chilies. I don't know. It's just not my thing. Like I said, to me, it's not about the spice. I like the red peppers better in general. I just do. And jalapenos are the green. But I like the flavor profile of more of the red peppers. Like, I like serrano, but I think that's red too. I don't know, maybe. I'm not looking at one. But, I don't know. I know, I'm weird. I did used to love, when I was a teenager, I would go to Pizza Hut with my friends and we would get, this was our big treat, we do with our money that we were earning. We felt so grown up. We'd go to Pizza Hut and we get a big cheese pizza with jalapenos on it. And it was always so good. I do like that, but I don't like ever just pick them up and want to eat them. A teenager only a few years ago then. Yeah. Only a few years. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Uh, anyway, we do that and then we go hit the arcade. And play games for a while. It was very adventurous, very wild. You had to take turns being the person that was underneath putting all the quarters in. I like Japanese. I used to have a girlfriend from there. Japanese food is good. I do like Japanese food. We used to have neighbors from Japan. And yeah, I loved that food. I've never been fond of Chinese food, I'm going to be honest. Everybody loves Chinese food, including my family, but I always was adamant that no, I like Japanese food, but not Chinese food. And then I get told it's the same thing. I don't think it's the same at all. And it's just, I prefer Japanese food for sure over Chinese food as a general rule. I think the soy sauce tastes different, among other things. Like it's a different viscosity and everything. It feels like, but maybe it's the same. Maybe it's just used very differently. I don't I don't really cook Chinese food either. Pause. That sounds sus, Whimsy. Used to. She died. She left to Florida. So yeah, she basically died. No, the Japanese neighbor. This was when I was young. My brother was best friends with her two boys. So I was over there, if nothing else, chasing him home ever so often. We just haven't lived there since I was young, but I still remember. I loved it when she let me have some of her food. Oh, we had some Polish neighbors then too. That was good food too. Mm-mm. I wasn't a picky child, so when somebody offered me something new, I was always willing to try it. Pretty much, Kenny, she was chasing Japanese boys. No, they were far younger than me, and that would have been really weird and gross. And they were my little brother's friends. Ew, ew, ew. Take it to a weird place. Yes, well, Florida is very multicultural, with all due respect. You sure? Gross. She hates crossing cultures? No, that would have meant being interested. Like, my brother was like 5 or 6. He was my little brother, and these were his friends. That would be beyond disgusting. That has nothing to do with culture. I will stand by not ever being interested in 5 or 6 year old boys. Yeah. I feel like that's a good place to stand. Cancel streamer. Even in places that think are not multicultural here, it does tend to be. I mean, think about it. Let's see, the Spanish colonized us first, and the French colonized us for a little while at one point, and there was the Spanish. There was also the English, I think, at some point. Then we became American, obviously. But before we were even a country, not to mention the pirates, let's just be really clear. We had a heavy pirate presence, so that means the Caribbean was a very strong influence. And the pirates tended to be from more than one culture, just saying. Good stance. Saw on the news that the Floridians are against all that. Against all what? Crossing cultures? I mean, the news can say whatever they want. Not going to stop us from living however we want. I can't think of a singular culture community off the top of my head at all, to be honest. She anti-pirate babies, especially the Pirate of the Caribbean. You know, they have pirate festivals here. Like other places have these medieval fairs. We have those too, but we have pirate festivals. The most famous one is supposedly quite debaucherous. I've not been to that one, but it's down in the Keys. Single culture community, South America? Alabama, Florida doesn't like those movies. Didn't those movies come from Florida? I'm not a big fan of those movies, to be honest. But I'm not a big movie person. I mean, I guess the first one was fun at first, but I couldn't figure out why you'd want more, and I wasn't like into watching them over and over, so. Didn't regret seeing once, but didn't go back for more. You like Jack Sparrow? Yeah. I mean, he's an okay character. Not really my jam, but you know, there you go. I mean, how much is he really acting? I think, you know, everything that dude's in, that's just kind of how he is. Which is fine if that's what you like. But he's a little off kilter as a human being in general. And, you know, people find it entertaining. Yeah, you hate movies. Well, I don't know that I hate them, but I've never had the patience to sit and watch them, really. I don't know. I do, okay, not really, not much. That's not really, I mean, I'll go to the theater like once every few years. Maybe. We went to Sonic. Those were fun. What about shows? I was always the person that would have the TV on the background while I read a book. I'm not big on shows either, I'm afraid. Even when I watch YouTube videos, I'm usually doing something else. I'm just not super visual in my entertainment, I guess. Like my kids are, they like to watch. They used to get upset when they were little that they're like, "Mom, you're not watching." I'm like, "I am with my ears." She doesn't even watch streamers. I listen to streamers a lot, and sometimes I watch them too. Because I'll be like, "Oh, what's going on?" and I'll go watch that. And I've done that with shows too. I'm not completely horrible, but I like one where you're interacting. That's why I do like VTubers or streamers that show their faces. I guess they're called flesh tubers or whatever. But I don't know. But I don't like watch straight through. I will pause it and stop and go back and watch the bit that I'm interested in from what I'm listening to. That I am extremely guilty of. It drives my family kind of crazy. So you're not alone in thinking that I'm some kind of barbarian. I'm just the way God made me. Forgive me. You're not even watching right now. Your short attention span, I knew she was autistic. No, I've been tested many times. I'm not autistic. I was like, how can I have this many autistic kids and not be autistic? Surely I can't be the only normal one. But nope, alas, I am neurotypical. Sorry to disappoint. I'll test right now. What is this? It looks like a shuttle shooting out some kind of flag banner, but it's very tiny on my screen. Oh man, I have it? Really? That's what that is? Okay. Well, that's what it looks like. It's very tiny on the screen I've got it on, so. That'll be $700. Oh, that's disgustingly realistic. I just sat there one time with their neurologist in particular, and I was going, look, the odds of having 3 that medically test autistic for 3, how can I not be at all? And she's like, believe me, we've checked you out. Oh, she said we had to make sure they weren't learning stuff from you. Learned behaviors. Ah. I just wanted what was best for them. That's all. I feel like whoever did this bumblebee could do a really gorgeous butterfly too. They did a really nice job with the detailing. Going 3 for 3, that's 9 points in basketball. High efficiency. I mean, if that was the goal, I did. I got very high efficiency. Never thought of it that way. %100 success rate. 100% of live births were spectrumy. Yep, that's got to be some kind of prize. Gotta be. There you go. Knock on wood. Well, how food left, man. Alright, give me a sec. I'll go grab something super fast. I ate a crumb, but it was a kind of a pathetic crumb. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Ooh. Okay, I'm back. As long as I had to go in there, I grabbed a little bit more of that meat because it was really nice. Not a lot. Not enough to make me feel overfull. So what's a yummy louse dish, eh? Welcome back. Thank you. All right, here we go. Downright buttery. Oh, so buttery. That's the word I was going for. Buttery, buttery, buttery. I do think it's better when it's fresh out of the Instapot. So I'll probably adjust the recipe a little bit, but this is a definite keeper. Whimsy, you like moms? What do you mean I am a mom? I don't understand. I mean, I just really don't understand the question. I mean, I don't know how much I like my own mom right now, but don't tell her that. I love her very much, and that's what matters. That's not my question. Okay. I'm waiting to understand the question to not be rude, but now I've got like a bunch of dead space here. Do you want a mom as a friend? Stream friend. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's not that I don't hang out with any moms IRL. I actually do. But most of them are more, I don't know. I never thought about it, to be honest. I guess it would depend on the mom. A lot of moms find me, I think of myself as very wholesome and nice. But it might surprise you to find out not all moms agree. She hates people. I could be more fond of people. Hate is a strong word. I don't think I hate anybody. Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess I never just went looking for moms that stream. I didn't think there was that many that do. It didn't even cross my mind. But even if they did, most people that consider themselves moms, they're like, their kids are a lot younger. I don't have toddlers, I have adult children. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't have a lot in common with somebody who's going through teething or diapers. Moms is a popular tag. Okay, but does it attract the right kind of people? Like, I'm not sure how to put this. Um, does it attract wholesome people? Like, who really just want to hang out with a mom? I'm okay with that. But if it's attracting people who are into, mm, um, trying to think how to delicately put this, basically MILF stuff, I'm not interested in being a part of anything to do with anything like that. Thank you very much. Do you want a friend moms that have adult kids? I, 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 I mean, I'm not against it. I have friend moms that have adult kids, but they're IRL. I mean, I do know people IRL, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe, but I do. You entertain Night. Um, yeah, Night does seem very special, doesn't he? Um, look, as long as y'all keep what you type wholesome, I don't care. What your IRL situation with regards to that is, leave me out if it's gross. That's all I say. Like, but I don't want to purposely attract people who are into like fetishy kind of stuff. I don't know how else to put it. I don't, I just like to have a good time and hang out and be chill. Um like it's fun to joke about bunny girls and stuff, but yeah. That's not a direction my content's ever gonna go as far as the spicy level. Oh, you're one of those moms. I'm a mom who just likes to be nice and wholesome. I don't know what those moms means. As long as you have fun time, nothing else matters. Oh my gosh. Okay, way to take that out of context. You win. Kenny, you win. I said a dumb thing. Glad you enjoyed that. I know you know that's not what I meant. I'm tired. It's towards the end of the stream. Yep, I said it. Apparently I did. Ooh, that's going to be so pretty. Okay, that's not quite what I anticipated. Neat. As long as you have a fun time, nothing else matters. Poor guy doesn't know he's being used. Well, she almost called me night. Why would I use Night? Night likes Artie more, first and foremost. And second of all, um, what? Ugh. So how have you survived the holidays, Kenny? You still got all your bits and pieces? Nobody, you had all those turkeys and hams? Your tummy didn't fall out? No, no, no. Dwagon likes Arta more. Dwagon likes Arta the most. I agree. He wins. I know I seem kind of dense sometimes, but I have noticed. She's asking me about my bits and pieces. So lewd, I have no idea what you're talking about. You just said that you guys were having, it was 3 hams and a turkey, or 3 turkeys and a ham. I remember that. And that seemed like a nice big family get together, so I just hope it went well and you had a good time. You can take that however you please. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. I'm sure you're not gaslighting me at all. You're not trolling me. You have only the purest and best of intentions. I still hope your family event get together that did or didn't occur went very nicely. So there. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't think it's controversial. 1 or 2 people saw their family over the holidays. Oh, I didn't do the other leg. That's why that looks weird. Kenny, you have successfully hurt my head. Congratulations. Don't mind me destroying one. Don't mind me destroying chat. 1, 2, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. Who knew? Who knew? 11, 12, 13, 14. I feel like I know where you're going here. Quince, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ah, wow. You just try chat to your heart's content. Honestly, that takes a lot of patience anyway. Ah, 22. You skipped a number. You skipped 21. No, I'm expecting. You're expecting? Are you that kind of fish? Blub, blub, blub. Well, I didn't skip 21. Look at your own chat, kitty. You think I can't count? It didn't send. Ah, there you go. I apologize. I've had that happen. It drives me insane. Or it'll actually send, but 5 minutes after I actually typed it in, and then it makes no sense for the chat, which is part of what makes me really afraid to chat half the time when I do. You're so good at it. I'm really not. Bruh. Coincidence. Okay. I'm a believer in coincidence. What do you know? Listen, Whimsy. I'm back. I'm listening. I'm listening I'm listening with bated breath at every letter you type. Welcome back. You were missed. What did I miss? You missed 1 through 22. It was very, very eloquently done. Except 21 didn't send. It was very sad. She hates moms. Thanks. Here, I'll catch you up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. There was also a 21 hiding in there. We just haven't seen it yet. But it's there, and it's real. You're all caught up. You hate other moms. I don't hate other moms. I don't know why he's saying that I hate other moms. I said that I was worried about doing mom as a tag because I was afraid of the kinds of people I would attract. I didn't realize people did it as a tag. Because there's some of those fetishy people out there. It doesn't have anything to do with actual moms. She was a... Wait, you hate dads? What? You think people who like moms would arrive? She was... I don't have any problem with moms. I said that IRL, my mom friends all have adult kids. That I probably wouldn't want to hang out with moms who had little babies, like diapers and teething stuff going on, because we just wouldn't have as much in common as moms. And I said I had never thought to try to join in streaming with moms, and I would worry that it was some of those people who get a little weird, not the moms themselves. The people who look for moms aren't always wholesome. And I wanted to know if that's the kind of person I would attract if I did a mom tag, because he was telling me I should do a mom tag. And he didn't answer. He just told me I hate moms. I get nervous about doing stuff I don't understand in my tags, because I've attracted some people accidentally that I didn't intend to before. Is the official name Hedge Family? She already has Hedge Mom as a tag. Yes, I do. Also, what's Palm Princess? It was a thing I did. Everybody doesn't like it. And then I got rid of it and I got told to bring it back. And I don't even want to get it. But like palm, like just palm trees in Florida. Palm. Nothing special. I just liked the sound of it one day and I put it in and I had no idea it would turn into such a controversy. It was weird. Anyway, yes, I have Hedge Mom as a tag, Hedge Family as a tag because, like, when we donate to charities and stuff, we do Hedge Family if it's going to be public. So I just thought it'd be cool to actually have that be a tag. And I talked to the kids about it and they liked that idea for me to do that tag. They didn't automatically want it to lead to all of them, but if somebody like saw it one time when we did it and looked, they thought it'd be neat if they found me. They get nervous about that kind of thing, but they thought it was neat. So I did it. I don't care what anyone said. It's great. Thank you. I just, like palm trees are very Florida, and I guess I was feeling princessy that day, okay? I'm still a girl that's not always a mom. I mean, I am always a mom. Okay, that was a weird way of putting it. My life is about more than just being a mom. How about that? I don't care what anyone said. It's great. Your kids are your stream manager. Like, they don't have stream manager. We kind of stream manage each other. We let each other know when something sounds weird or cool or good, and we kind of decide who wants to do what, and at least try to not work against each other. I was about to put something so crazy in chat. Oh, for joy. Da 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 da. There we go. I'm sure it would have been amazingly crazy. Say it, Chrissy. Can't. I'll be banned, but that's okay, actually. Why are we calling Chris Chrissy? I'm a little confused. It seems a little emasculating somehow. That's okay, actually, but I'd be disrespectful. Oh, well, you're always so respectful. You do tend to be rather respectful even when you're trying to be imposing, Chris, so that's up to you. I'm not sure why you always dream of being banned, though. That's a little, you know, weird. Weird. Because I'd be disrespectful. Because I miss a Christopher IRL, may they rest in peace. Aw, I'm not secure in my masculinity to not care about being called Chrissy. Don't make me say it for you. That was a double or triple negative. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and count. I'll just say you haven't complained, so I'm good with it. But I think I'll still call you Chris. And that's a pretty awesome reason. So, you get a pass, Kenny, for sure, Zees. But maybe he'd rather be called imposing. Chris is my name, allegedly. Kenny is his name, allegedly. Whimsy is my name, allegedly. It's the internet. I take it all with a grain of salt. Wouldn't be surprised if they were really your names. Wouldn't be surprised if they were really not. Kenny is my name, not allegedly. I tend to lie. You've said that. You've said that you're a liar. Thank you for sharing. You saw that lying commandment and you said, not for me. Or maybe you're like those stones in Labyrinth. Sorry, it's my job. I don't want to lie. Command like a computer command? What lying commandment? Oh my gosh, you know, the Big Ten. And if you don't know, I'm not going to be the one to educate you. I'm not in the mood right now. Have fun. Look up the Noahide laws. You'll get to see it really complicated. It'll be awesome. Oh, the Big Ten, the college football. Ladies say the 10 Commandments. What line commandment? Oh. Ben 10. The cartoon. Oh, why didn't you say that, Whimsy? Ben 10 is cool, I guess. Actually, we probably have several DVDs of Ben 10 around the house. One of my kiddos was quite the fan. But we didn't have cable, so I'd get the DVDs when the season came out. And I'd wait for a sale and do it with a coupon. Oh, yeah. Way cheaper than cable. Ashton deserves the watch right now. He would love it. Oh my gosh, he'd lose his mind. I mean, he pretty much preferred the OG one. I think there was one other series of it that he kind of liked, but there we go. That is very pretty. Very cool. It was one of those things that even when he was nonverbal, he would interact with. So I really encouraged it because then we could kind of sign talk about it. And I was determined that they were wrong and he'd learn to talk. And he did. This is so pretty. What's your favorite alien? Oh, it's been a long time. Well, Mimic was annoying. But, I mean, the fire one was cool. The one with 4 arms was cool. I kind of liked the, oh, but it would echo a lot too. Echo, echo. It was called Echo, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm sorry. I'm not like up on my Ben 10 alien lore. I apologize. I'm slacking, guys. Here. I'll look them up really quick so I can tell you. How about that? Ben 10 OG aliens. I'm asking AI. Oh, that's right. Gray matter, 4 arms, wild mutt, ghost freak, heat, stink fly, reptiles, upgrade. Upgrade was kind of cool. I did like the Ripjaw one though. The buggy one was pretty cool. What think I generally liked Upgrade, though. Diamond Hood was cool. Yep. I just had to look at some pictures really quick because it's been a while. Okay, that's a rabbit hole. I'm going to stop looking at AI. Ah, yep, that was cool. All right. Upgrade showed up kind of later, as I recall. I remember the forearms one being there the most, and I know that it has a different name, and it's just not sticking in my brain. I do apologize for that, but it has been a bit of a while. I know this is going to shock you, but I never just sat down and watched it myself. I watched it with my kid. There we go. Nope, its name was Forearms. Okay. I'm not completely insane. Y'all ever watch newer shows? Nope, its name was. I liked the episode Gwen kissed Ben passionately for the whole episode. I don't remember that episode, Kenny. Hello, I'm surprised that you're still live. Wrong series, my bad. I probably won't be much longer. Yo, Lost. Kenny's, sorry, Chris said that Kenny is not your most loyal watcher. I said, I don't know. I think he could be. Every time I look over there, he's there. But Kenny didn't say one way or the other, so I could be totally wrong. Isn't Gwen and Ben cousins? Yes, they are. You're lost. Yes. They are first cousins, in fact. That's the best part. I am not. Okay, well, I know there's a culture that really likes mixing the first cousins, but I don't indulge in that myself, and that concept as being a great idea, so you do you, Kenny. I am not. Kitty's always been a degenerate. I wouldn't even kiss my third cousin on the cheek. I think cheek kisses are probably fine, but I guess it depends on how you feel about the cousin when you're kissing them on the cheek. I don't know. Whimsy, you should get Astral to watch that episode. Very action impactful and lame. Yeah, there is no episode like that. I'm very confident on this one. It might be in a fanfic, but it's not in the actual show. I don't think that's a direction Nickelodeon was willing to publicly go at the time. For me, it's an introductory greeting that I don't like doing for my aunts. Please stop living. Yeah, we've all got those relatives lost. We do. They tend to be cheek pinchers, too. Those evil aunties. I resolved to never go forcing my nieces and nephews to do weird kissy things or weird huggy things or cheek pinching. Hopefully they appreciated that about me. Maybe they just never knew what they missed. I don't know. Please stop living? I'm having crisp. Kitty really had his blood relation on his mind. I like crisps, okay. I don't like chips. Somehow they come out different. I've never understood that. Crisps tend to be just that little bit lighter and more airy. But what do I know? Relations. I'm trying to get Whimsy to talk to people, but she hates moms. Do you think Whimsy would like the mom that I introduced you to? I didn't say that I hate moms. It's almost like you like spreading things about people that they didn't say. I mean, I wouldn't think you would, Kenny. I know that you're very, noble. Very much no. Dang. Okay. Now I really don't want my questions answered. How you like that? Honestly, maybe or not. She was normal though, right? What an interesting way to put that. I'm not sure I'm normal, to be honest. That would be nice. We were also talking about Whimsy leading on Night. I don't think Night is led on at all. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Artie. Kenny's trying to set me up with other moms. He's telling me that it won't bring weird people to my chat if I put mom in my tags. I said, if you're sure, I'll consider it, but I haven't heard assurances and I have concerns. We were also talking about Whimsy. Yeah, and he's decided I'm leading on Night. I don't think Night thinks there's anything there, nor do, yeah, that's. I think Night's a little young. I could be wrong, but I got that vibe. I never said all that. She's mixing up the topic. I don't think I see that. In what way am I leading on Night then? I'm especially confused now. Educate me, by all means. I think I'm pretty much the same with all of you. Am I leading all of you on? I don't think so. It's very oddly pink. I don't know how I feel about that. I am also confused. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm not completely insane. I'm only partially insane then, apparently. All of us? No, just night. Uh-huh. Again, how am I leading on night? Ah, mouse might be at the end of what it can do here. You ruin everything. I'm tired of you. Every day I keep realizing that Kitty's the type of person to just triple himself and blame anyone in his trip himself and blame anyone in his vicinity for it. I think you could be right. You know what? Maybe Kenny's the one leading on night. And he's blaming me. I'm not sure Knight realizes that Kenny's leading him on, but I'm gonna watch now. That's literally you. What have you realized about me, Lost? Apparently they want your wise words, Lost. I wouldn't believe anything Lost says. He's wrong about everything. Ooh, this is such a pretty color. Well, I do say I'm wrong about everything, but Kenny is more wrong. So much wrong in chat for proclaiming himself to not be wrong.
My mom is 9:15.
I'm aware. Thank you. I liked that 13. I just wanted to see it. I didn't want to just throw it on there. It'd be nice if I could just find a number by the number sometimes, but I can't. Oh, there we go. That's what Well, good news, Chris. You're the only right thing in this chat. I never said such things. That's what I realized. So true, Lost. I could have sworn I just... Yeah. Oh, this one has such pretty colors. I don't know what that is, but it's very interesting. Okay, I have to go. Goodbye, everyone. Don't leave me, Chris. I need you. I need to go too. I'm tired and I want to sleep tonight. I just was getting this started. Alrighty, guys. I hope everybody has a lovely evening. I haven't decided fully what I'm doing tomorrow. It's going to depend on what I can pop on from my Steam games. So I might try Whiskerwood. I might do something else. We'll see. But I guess I could do Minecraft. You guys want Steam game or Minecraft, or do you care? Because I didn't end up doing Minecraft on Friday. Wow, that's a deafening response. Awesome. I'll take that into account for sure. All right. I hope everybody has a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. I know you're not voting. I don't like voting. Okay. No voting. Awesome. Y'all voted not to vote, and you won. Ding, ding, ding. All right. I'll see everybody who wants to show up tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Happy New Year if I don't hear or see from you again before then. Yay! I did spend an hour and a half getting my YouTube caught up, so if any of you subscribe there, which I don't think any of you do, I'm sorry. You've been bombarded with 3 months of VODs. I don't like winning. Okay. Well, too bad. You won anyway. So